Blessings to everyone. By the grace of grace, I am the Satguru Maharaj Ji, the living perfect master of this age, living in flesh and in body. Today, so there can never be any controversy. Before I came on board, I was introduced by Sri Prampasan Rawat, whose body conveyed me to Nigeria. Yes.
Here is some information about Nigeria. Nigeria, an African country on the Gulf of Guinea, has many natural landmarks and wildlife reserves.
You know this, you heard that? He said we have it. So, today we are about to really bring us to the point of knowing that the world is changing. And Lord, there's a call coming in now. Yes, who is calling?
This is the number from Ray Power, yes.
Ray Power. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You play it back in next 20 minutes.
The next 20 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
We will link up.
Okay, alright.
God bless you. Yeah, you say what is calling? They want to know more about Maharaj Ji, Satguru Maharaj Ji. When the love is strong, yes, you get moved higher and higher and higher. But I just want you to understand one thing, that we are not here to talk about any philosophy of consciousness. We are here to talk about the love that exists between human beings. Yes, this love must never die. Like everything in creation, the elements, the trees, the plants, the rivers, the oceans, the air, the sun, the moon, they all work in concomitance with each other. Only the human being is in trouble because he has become black and white. Black as it was in the beginning, the melanin man. Yes, but all of a sudden, the quake that came like a tornado, tsunami, yes, broke the whole flat world into pieces, giving rise to many houses, many homes, many states, many nations. And so, one will not be surprised to hear that I am called Satguru Maharaj Ji as a Nigerian. Yeah. Because I am the living master of this age, the promised comforter who will come to redeem man. And I arrived on the shores of Nigeria, July 17, 1980. For the most part of it, the 20 to 30 years has been a battle trying to make the ordinary black man, the ordinary Nigerian, shift position from talking about Jesus on the sky, Muhammad in the sky, Buddha in the sky, Zoroaster in the sky, the egg in the sky, the Aquarian Gospel in the sky, Abdul Rashid in the sky, to the reality on the ground that the Holy Book said the Holy Spirit took a body to dwell among men. So he's no longer up there. All we need to do is to go into the records, Akashic records. There you will find that many things have been changed, particularly the history of this world has been written in favor of the Europeans. Yes, but then if you look at events in the history of the evolution of man and the revolutions that have come to pass, you doubt the authenticity. Yes, because they did not correspond with the social practice. Yes, one of which is that there's no vacuum in life. Always there must be a teacher in the class. Always there must be a director in the company. They cannot operate in a vacuum. And so, for me and you, when I landed 17 July 1980, and I started blowing the whistle that people have not heard before. The true name of the Creator is Maharaji. Maharaji is in Sanskrit, the mother tongue, the first language on earth. Sanskrit means the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient being. Yes, called Maharaji. Maharaji. In the body now we call Satguru Maharaj Ji. So in Sanskrit language it is hidden. No black man or any kind of, the newborn white Caucasian race will be allowed to study Sanskrit. If they knew Sanskrit was the first language and that Maharaji is the key, there would not have been Palestinian war. No. There would not have been the Egyptian Middle East War in 1967. First World War, Second World War, they would not have been it. Because what are we looking for? Are all on the ground. Iron ore, uranium, copper, steel, gold, diamond, pearl, everything is there. But the giver of life, the source of science and technology, which the other countries are claiming superiority with, yes, is nowhere to be found. Grateful enough, since the arrival of Maharaji, July 17, 1980, I'm going about telling people, telling the world who and what Maharaji is, has given rise to so many curious men and women who want to know what is happening. Yes, because the problems are complex, increasing every day. How do we get out? I will not go much, but restrict to Nigeria, which today happens to be the giant of Africa in the making. Because in Nigeria, you find all tribes here, all ethnic groups in Africa here. In fact, you'll be surprised to hear that any white man that wakes up all the four corners of this globe, they say they want to go to Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, in few dollars, you can eat, drink, own a house. Oh yeah. Everybody wants to come. Nigeria, I'm going to Nigeria. Yeah, but they are not telling you the secret. The secret is that wherever, anytime, any hour, that grace called Satguru Maharaj Ji dwells is the holy land of the universe. It becomes the center of gravity, center for conflict resolution, as well as the highest spiritual center of the universe. And so today we are grateful that Maharaj Ji has come, and Maharaj Ji is conveying the message of goodwill to everybody to come to Nigeria. Oh yes, he said, what about the other holy lands? They are all become plastic monuments. Why? Because the masters are not there. Yes, the master is here now. Is the latest in the class, called the Mother Earth. And so we call him the world teacher. Now, we have arguments here and there, but so many things have happened in the political, economic, and the social transformation of Nigeria. Of course, everybody is saying Nigeria is more or less like a poverty center. Not because it is so, but because the kind of programming they gave us did not tell us that one day, a savior will come. Yes, but we were told one has to die to go to heaven. And by the presence of Maharaj Ji, we now have our eyes open, our inner eye open. Now we are able to discover that, okay, if heaven is up there, why is the Pope driving bulletproof cars? Why are the politicians driving bulletproof cars? The senators, the ministers, the men of God, they would have preferred to go up there and enjoy with the Creator. But even some of them are carrying arms. Hey, oh my goodness. So it means that, they are playing what we call a scam game. That only with time, everything will become aware of what the damage they have done. And so coming here this afternoon is to still let you know that look, the coming of Maharaj Ji has brought us peace, love and harmony. And I can tell you so many things are happening. So many things that you will be glad to know should not be happening, but because man is very static, man is not moving the way he ought to be moved. And so time and time again, things that we do get shrouded in mystery. And so a lot of arguments will be coming up. Right? Why? Because we have lost so many souls who are trying to link us up, who are trying to show us the way, who are trying to prove to us that, man can make it. We have seen so many Europeans come to Africa. Tell us this, tell us that, show us this, show us that, but he never yielded the result. Yeah. And so they dropped in some books, the Bible, the Quran, the Gita, the Ramayana, and we have been battling with them. Only one thing is short of. Who is going to take us into the human heart? Yes, the philosophy is there. For us to see what needs to be seen. For us to hear what needs to be heard. For us to taste the water of life, the nectar from the lotus feet of the Creator. This did not happen to Maharaj Ji came. And things have been going on. A lot, those who listen, some have received knowledge, among which we have made ministers, governors, presidents, senators, House of Rep members, chairman of industries here and there. Okay? And so the struggle continues to let people know this aspect of the practical philosophy of consciousness, where you'll be able to see the Creator alive. Some say the third eye, some say the seventh eye, whichever way you say it. The sign that will make you know that yes, this power is real is that request I am about to make to you now. I said, call me anywhere you are. Maharaj Ji will answer you. Oh yes, and I've been doing it for the past, so many years. At least for the past 44 years. I've asked, and it has had a striking impact in the lives of the younger ones and the elders. The younger ones who are fully, unconsciously dragged into the philosophy of religious indoctrination. Yes, and the elders who have seen the truth that, I've done what humanity says human beings should do. I've gone to school, I've gone to college, I've gone to university, I've graduated. Now I've worked, I've got married, I have children. Now I'm retired. But there's something inside me wanting to know what is my future. I've done what humanity said human beings should do, but I've not reached there. I still want to experience that thing that Apostle Paul said, we die every day in our lives. It means that the spirit was able to go out there and come back. Before Maharaj Ji came, they used to call it astral travel. Cultism, occultism, soul searching. Okay. There's Mami water bath, Papa water bath. You go into all these mountainous areas to just observe some minutes or days of silence to see whether it will overcome the problems. But lo and behold, it didn't work. That's never worked. Why? Because that is not the way. If you put it rightly, and you try to describe it or check it, you find out that there's obvious something comes that beats your imagination. And what is it? Hey, how will this thing flow? How will the light flow? How will I be able to see what is going on? What is happening? Oh, it can't. There's no way you do it, except you meet the object of devotion. The only one of our time is Satguru Maharaj. And so today, I want to take you on a deeper drive. And this area. Remember, Maharaj Ji has been involved in changing the political dimension of so many countries. I remember 1994, while I was giving a lecture, Free South Africa, in the Enugu barracks. Everybody saw it as a golden change. But no sooner than I finished addressing them, I was arrested. Why? Who gave you the permission to enter the barracks? I said, well, I paid for it. How? I produced the receipt. And I was freed. Few months later, the UNO appointed a delegation to go to South Africa. Yes, led by His Right Honorable ex-President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. And on their way, during the interview, said, look, this time is not going to be fight. It's going to be what? African science. And they went, and eventually South Africa became independent. Is it in Ghana? I was involved. Yes, Tamils coming on board. But he messed up because he dished out some bills, laws, that was no good for African unity. He left. J.J. Rollins, I did. Yeah, in his first in, right, I did. We helped him out. Yes. You know, we did. And everything went fine. They gave so much. You can't believe it, that today, you know, but it was manipulated to support that taboo caused by the then military dictator, Abdul Salam, whose government came to drop, yes, a dead body in Maharaj's ashram in Iju, and I was arrested. During the trial, J.J. Rollins government sent somebody down, yes, the ambassador, to join the group to see how the trial will go ahead, forgetting the billions and tons of philosophy talking about my presence, and the fact that through Chinkata, I was able to effect his victory in Ghana. That didn't touch his heart. Then we go to Liberia. I was involved with Bishop Green and Mr. Green in making sure that Papa Wia wins the election. When the election was won, there was outright rejection. That look, they will not allow it because they say Papa Wia needs to go through some training. Well, he went for training, and when he came back and he won the elections, instead of coming to Maharaj Ji to say thank you, he went to what? Synagogue Church of Nations. Today, where is he? Synagogue is gone, with all his glory, with all his calm expression of, yes, unbelievable ways of attracting the mercy and compassion of the Creator. Yes, why not? This is what we are saying now, that today so many things have happened. You want to talk about events in the West Coast? Yes, all our glimpses of activities that Maharaj Ji has run in order to make the black man proud. Yes. Yes. So, we are here again talking to you. In Nigeria, I was involved, yes, in making sure that despite the indices of war that singles out Nigeria as a will-be failed state, yes, Nigeria is able to overcome. I should remind you about a statement given by one former Secretary General of United Nations. Yes, His Right Honorable Boutros Ghali said, with information at his disposal about Africa, Europe, and all the continental nations, there's one thing that surprises him about Nigeria. And what is it that surprises him about Nigeria? Is that apart from security indices for war running so high in Nigeria, Nigeria is still pulling its weight together. Nigeria is still intact. So he believes that one day, yes, he'll be able to settle in Nigeria. Because whatever the forces of love that made Nigeria stay together must be something divine. Now, do you know anything about it? You are a Nigerian. You are living in Nigeria. Or you are outside Nigeria. Some are saying, oh, Nigeria is not okay, Nigeria is okay, and so on and so forth. But the grace that has touched the whole world today makes it quite clear that yes, Nigeria has emerged the new holy land of the universe. This took place in a program organized in May 29, 1993, at the height of the acrimony for war being dished out by the then military dictator's information minister as Mazi Chukwumerije, who said there's going to be war in Nigeria. We have to declare war. No war, declared Nigeria the new holy land in order to block any negativities coming to happen here. And ever since, life has never been the same again for Nigerians. To cap it off, on 16 August 1993, yes, same way, I was on OGTV proclaiming that come what may, there be no war in Nigeria. And so up to now, Nigeria is gradually finding its feet instead of the higher indices of war caused by, following some kind of spiritual philosophies that do not tally with the social practice of the black man. And so today, I'm here again to let you know that always time and time again, the people are being reminded of the need to take advantage of Maharaj, but they seem to be laden with all kind of things that actually blindfold them from taking a step to Maharaj. Remember Professor Oyinbo, the leading electromagnetic scientist in the world, came to University of Ibadan, and his short address said, the secret to science and technology is derived from the words capital GMJJ. This is what he knew, and that is what has brought him to this point. And because I believe very strongly, and this is for you to confirm, for you to actually tell us whether truly what he said is that the Western nations, the European nations, they refuse to honor him with a global recognition kind of gift. Why? Because he said knowledge was gotten from his traditional hood through his uncle or father or the people of his town in Bida. But what we are about to talk about this afternoon is beyond that. It's beyond Bida, it's beyond London, USA, China, Peru. Yes. It's about the events of the last few months, if not few years. I have a document here which was done by, it was an interview by American, yes, diplomat. Here he is here. You can see him. Mr. Campbell. He said, in your critically acclaimed book, you talk about Nigeria, saying, come what may, Nigeria will not yet survive. He did not stop there. My friend, he said, absolutely, look, at Nigeria, it doesn't matter. Nigeria is not going to survive. How can it be? So I came out, in my reply, I told him, yes, that my friend, whether you like it, Nigeria will survive. In my press conference and the press release released on October 15. Yes, you can see it here. Reference SGMJJ HSCU PR 3372, October 15, 2014. I told him that Ambassador Campbell should stay off Nigeria's case. He should withdraw his statement. And by the grace of the grace, later on during the year, he came to Ibadan to apologize. Now, where are Nigerian information men and women? Why are we so, trapped in what we call incendiary journalism? We know that today information war is what has reduced the black man to a state of confusion, ridicule. And yet, whenever the opportunity is given for we to break even, we always disappoint ourselves. Yeah, because we abandon our basic responsibilities. And that's what we did. But this has never helped us. Although Maharaj Ji and Maharaj Ji's devotees have been meditating to make sure that this grace accepts, yes, the begging of the children of light, not only in the Divine Light Mission, but other organizations who are trying one way or the other to make sure that human material resources, which actually determines the evolution of any person, of any country, is very well managed, and there should be effective control, so that even if there's going to be any kind of karmic reaction, it will not be something that will turn Nigeria upside down. Of course, Africa and the whole world, we are all dancing on the what? The principles, laws, and what the Creator has given, told us to be doing, that maybe we jettisoned, we put aside until Maharaj Ji came. And so you can see that in the last few months, if not years, there have been skirmishes here and there. One of which has been the war in Ukraine. Ukraine war against Russia. Well, we are yet to know the root causes of the war. But some say Russia is against having a nation by its side to practice Western democracy. And a democracy that people will be walking naked, people will be drinking, people will be doing all sorts of things that does not tally with communist Russia. Of course, we are aware that Ukraine broke up from Russia during the breakup of the Russian republics. And so the war that started has now attracted, public debate. And we are even told that the NATO countries are trying to, ask President Zelensky to join NATO, and they are supporting him with arms and munitions. And I'm saying, you cannot kill fire with fire. We are all human beings. If there's any reason why President Putin is against the practice in Ukraine, let us sit down and negotiate so that we can stop the deaths, going on. Slaughtering of people, bombings here and there. And there's a statement credited to almost all of them that look, if it is going to be a fight, it's going to be a fight. If they are going to kill, they will kill. And we don't want anybody to kill. That is why this press conference is on, to help you think very deeply that wherever you are watching us, whether you are in America, whether you are in China, whether you are in Russia, whether you are in Africa, I want you to listen. Because man is a spirit, and as a spirit being, he cannot function without the spirit. Today, the spirits of the ancestors in Africa and some parts of the world, they are not happy because we have been derailed from the original path. King Leopold of Belgium said in the early 1600s, when he was sounding his members or colonials, men to Africa, he was saying that when you get to Africa, don't teach them about God. They already know about God. But teach them how they can go into conflict with each other. And today, you can see our people are taking hot money, slush money from the protagonist of religious indoctrination, without minding whether this life will be or not. And it gives us a chance, opportunity to know that this world is truly our home, and that we don't need any books to describe our Father, the Creator. But today, religion is in the increase. Every home, every space, is being used for religious purposes. And yet the more the problems of man compounds, increases and extends far beyond the normal structure of limits. And that's why I'm here today, to lift the spirits of almost 90% of the human race from illusion, delusion, fantasy to reality. Yes, I'm about to do this. I'm to refer you to what? An excellent talk, revelation by the Russian president a few months ago that would touch your heart. Yes. And it's not something you sit down and forget. It's something that needs to be, gone into. Research must be made. We have to go in again and again and again to realize that, there's nothing we can do now other than to go into that research to make sure we really face the issue as say, because it is the spiritual food that everybody needs, that was truncated, that made us to be looking up to the sky. Jesus is going to come, Muhammad is going to come, Buddha is going to come, and this and that and that. And today, look at it. We are just like students without a teacher. And until Maharaj Ji came to tell us that the true name of the Creator is Maharaj Ji. Yes. The Africans able now to realize that. So does it mean that we have been carrying the scam about the world until Maharaj Ji came? Well, whatever it is, practically, physically, we are seeing the changes that are taking place in Africa. And this, we give credit to Satguru Maharaj Ji's presence. But let's go to President Putin's historical statement. Yes, what we see there is how he made a statement online. And I state, I quote, by President Putin of the Republic of Russia. He said, ladies and gentlemen, people of Russia, today we stand on the precipice of a monumental revolution, a moment that redefines not only our understanding of history, but also the path forward for our great nation in an extraordinary discovery hidden beneath the centuries of law and legend. We have opened what can only be described as the oldest vault known to mankind. He continues, what we found within its ancient confines challenges the very fabric of our beliefs, and here a new dawn for our country. Within this bullshit, we discovered figures of biblical proportions, characters that many have read about, debated, and revered. These figures, preserved against the sands of time, reveal a truth that is as profound as it is transformative. It goes ahead, they are all black. It is a revelation that is undeniable truth that stands before us, not as a contradiction to our faith, but as a testament to the diversity and unity that faith embodies. As your president of Russia, I see this moment not as a challenge to our beliefs, but as an opportunity to embrace a wider, more inclusive understanding of our history and spirituality. Russia, in its rich tapestry of culture, traditions, and people, is uniquely positioned to lead the world into this new era of understanding and acceptance. From this day forward, he continued, let us proclaim our nation under the guidance of Black Jesus, a figure who represents not just the cornerstone of Christian faith, but also a symbol of the universal values of love, compassion, and brotherhood. He continues, this Black Jesus and his likeness and history have been unveiled from the oldest vault, is a message to us all that divinity knows no color, that spiritual truth transcends race, and that our common humanity binds us more tightly than our differences divides. President Putin continues, let this discovery remind us that history is not just the story of those who wield power, but also of those whose contributions have been overlooked or forgotten. He continues, it challenges us to re-examine what we know, to question our assumptions, and to open our ears to the broader possibilities of understanding and faith. As we embark on this journey of discovery and understanding, he continues, let us do so with open minds and compassionate hearts. Let us build a nation that truly reflects the teaching of Black Jesus. A nation that stands for justice, equality, and love for all, regardless of race. Yes, that is from what? President Putin. Don't forget, also before now, in April 18, 2023, President Putin made a surprise visit to the Russian Kherson region of southern Ukraine. There he held a meeting with Russian military commanders and presented them with copies of Russian religious icon of Savior not made by hand. It's an Asian box revealing that Jesus was a black man. See the pictures below now. You can see it. Yes. All of us can see it. It's very clear there. You can see the picture, right? Showing that, Jesus is black. In other words, the Savior must be a black man, not a white man. Now, the question now is, what is happening to our journalists, our editors, our magazine, the whole of Africa? We are always talking about COVID-19, HIV, going for a conference on fertilizers. We are talking about World Loan, IMF loan. All these things are not enough to even take 1 zillion step towards the knowledge, the revelation that His Right Honorable President Putin has revealed. It is up to Nigerians, Africans, indeed, the aligned and non-aligned nations, to come out with a new red print, not blueprint, because blue is not as powerful as red. Red is the color of love. A red print to tell the world that, look, the whole philosophy, practical philosophy of consciousness in our socio-economic, political, and social revival should not be based on how many houses, how many roads. We have enough houses on earth, but the people are dying every day because they have not understood what President Putin has just been able to reveal to support my claim here that, look, God is within you, but his true name is Maharaj, and that through the divine knowledge of Satguru Maharaj, we will be able to what? Work together as brothers and sisters. When one realizes that, look, Lord Mountbatten didn't carry what he had. Our dear mother, head of the Commonwealth, former head of the Commonwealth, Queen Elizabeth II, he did not carry the wealth away. The top African banker of 2023, Dr. Iwigwe, he didn't carry anything away with him. Oh yes, they left them behind. Why? Because they did not realize what his royal, his excellency President Putin has said. Look, in between we lost what? Oposo. We lost Mariam Babangida. We lost Dora Kinyuli. We lost so many top men. Ahmadu Bello, we lost him. We lost Chief Awolowo. We lost so many top men on this set who have gone to the world beyond, where the philosophy claimed, yes, heaven is up there. No, heaven is where the living perfect master is. And so today we are asking our journalists, how much did they compromise with? How much were they giving? Yes, tomorrow they are going to talk about Revelation night, Archangel night, Savior's night, mercy night, prayer night. They are all there. What is it that is stopping them when they know that one day, if they don't use this holy name, if they don't proclaim this holy name? We saw it. TB Joshua was touching people's heads and they were falling. A young man, he came in this religion called, dying to see God. And here he is, trailers all over. He was supplying rice. That should tell you that he's not there to talk about the Creator. Yes, he's talking about stomach infrastructure. Yes, what they said in the scripture is that man is losing because he lacks knowledge. Not rice, not dollars, not naira, not car, not TV, not radio. And so today we have been justified. President Putin has come out. There's nothing Biden will tell us. Biden is going for gay. And imagine somebody, yes, talking about gay, man marrying man. There was nowhere in this world being practiced. Woman marrying woman. All we need to do, we should tell the world that the Savior, Satguru Maharaj Ji, is working on the planet now. We need it very badly. But the question still goes on the African journalist. Why are you silent? Why will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his life? When we created Punch newspaper was not to lie, the same way with Tribune, the same way with Vanguard, the same way with the Guardian, the same way with the Leadership, the same way with the Punch, the same way with the Nation. Well, after a nation has tried. Today, there's somebody there, President Tinubu, who we hope will be able to address this issue. This issue is the one that is causing the problem on this end. Who owns the truth? Who owns that embodiment of truth? The the omnipotent, omniscient, and omniscient power, and the key to science and technology. And so we are talking to you. We are glad, our dear brother. Yes, he's a communicator. Yes, Professor Nathan Uzomo Protus. Oh, he stands blessed. And the Creator will bless him more. Why? Because he was able to go through the grill of curiosity, the grill of, I want to know. Yes, and eventually he said it. Among his statements, he said, and I quote him here, he said, among all humans, Maharaj Ji is superior. Among all gods, He is great and above all. He has the missing key of divine knowledge, which is the cement that seals every civilization. Anyone who shall oppose him, protos, here, will do so out of ignorance, relating to the consummate mystery of reality. The Guru is a good God and a good man. Oh, carry. This man, Naibo man, correct Igbo man. Correct Igbo man. Yes. He went on to say, the courage, outspokenness, and fascination of Satguru Maharaj Ji provoked my ardent admiration. He calls a spade under some circumstances. It is this human character of Satguru Maharaj, not necessarily his miracles, that motivated me to attempt to answer some questions that many of my readers all over the world have asked concerning him. As a researcher, imagine bringing to focus the entire activities of Maharaj Ji, his life and subject him to a vigorous cross-examination. What do you think shall be the outcome? He went further. He said, a lot has been said about him. Many have called him various names. Some call him the perfect master, many call him the perfect liar, a cheat, the antichrist, and so on. As a core researcher and philosopher, I may stand neutral to all the allegations against him, either by Christians, Muslims, and other religious sects. My duty is to dig out the fact based on my method of discovering things. I am also interested in his teachings, miracle and predictions, including his religious rituals. These and other related things shall consequently help me to authenticate my findings on the person of Satguru Maharaj Ji, that Maharaj Ji is the expected one. That's it? Yes. It's not a joke. So you who is a journalist in Nigeria, hey, wake up. Remember at one time when everybody was trying here and there, I have a brother who actually was aspiring for knowledge, but he did not get there. I met him at entail Tejo show by Olale, and he was with me. We were going and everything was working well until when IBB and Abdul Salam arrested me and put me to the bars, for me to be investigated. They investigated and I was taken to court and I was discharged and acquitted. I'm only blessing people. They brought the dead body as a way of holding me. But lo and behold, I escaped. Why? Because I don't break the law. Why should I? Somebody who blesses. Somebody who said they should call him anywhere you are. Is he the one to do anything? No. So I knew Bahalele. And in between Bahalele say, Maharaj Ji, I have a journalist who works in one magazine. Oh yes, classic magazine. He brought him. Who did he bring? It was Dele Momodu. Yes, the present Dele Momodu, the owner of Ovation. Only now I've known that he's not a Yoruba man. So we cannot blame me for anything. Right? But I told Dele Momodu, I said, my friend, you are going to write as I say. No add and subtract. I told him, I am the Christ and Mahdi of this age. And he came out in what? Classic magazine. I'm the Christ of this age. Oh, that year, see. So many received knowledge. Millionaires, multi-millionaires. Where are they now? They are hiding. Because the Fulani group are eliminating them here and there. Oh yes, they are the one. They are the one because they feel that Shri Maharaj Ji essence. Yes, and Ibadan, one radio company. Hello? Yeah? Oh, yes, they say the program when you can tune in on Rare Power in Ibadan. Satguru Maharaj Ji is on the line now. So, like I was saying, he brought it out. That was it. And today, you can see the blessing that has touched Ovation. It's everywhere, known all over the world. Right? But he did not receive knowledge. Now, they started countering it. Yeah, a lady who became more or less one topic, they now brought to counter it. They bribed her, yes, through the husband, Musa Dami Fojo. They bribed them, they gave them millions. How can somebody, a theater arts practitioner, mortgage his conscience? Some were saying maybe he was a gay man, yeah, or is somebody, a money ritualist. I couldn't believe it. They just negated whatever was said in Classic magazine. Unfortunately for the mama, she lost and died with the pregnancy. Oh, the husband came up with one, film to say that Maharaji is Babalawo. What is in it? Is anything bad in Babalawo? If not that a black man, we have moved our gumption away. They have made us look like a Ogobo. What is in Babalawo? Babalawo will tell you this flower and flower, or this plant and this will work. What does it mean? I am saying, call me anywhere you are, I'm going to answer you. So what is it that you are talking about? That is it. The woman, he left. I don't know where the husband is hiding. They are proclaiming he's going to be 64 this month or last month or whatever. What, is that a man? Look at his life. He cannot follow the truth. Nothing but it. And that's what I'm talking to you now. You are a Nigerian journalist. I want to take you back to Prophet Timothy Oluwole Obadare in 1979. This is what happened. During a revival ministry, okay, organized by WOSEM, a prayer warrior ministry in 1979 held at Elewura, Songo, behind Sango Cemetery. Prophet Obadare prophesied the coming of the God-man, Satguru Maharaj Ji in Nigeria and in Nigerian body. At the climax of the prayer warrior session, Prophet Obadare then declared everybody to stop praying. There was absolute calm and quietude following the instant compliance to the order. Baba, Prophet Obadare said, he declared on top of his voice, saying, I've just had a vision that will have profound impact on the affairs of Nigeria in the course of the prayer session. God told me that he has chosen Nigeria as a place of abode and will be coming down soon physically in Nigeria. That is what Obadare said. He went on. God therefore directed me to spread the good news to Nigeria and Nigerians and ask them to pray hard so that everybody will know and accept him when the hour comes. In a related development, few years later, 1982-1993, in compliance with the God's instruction, Prophet Obadare sent many members of the WOSEM ministry to conduct a street registration exercise in the holy city of Ibadan, land, Old Nazareth, to ensure that the names of the city residents enter into the holy book of life. At that time, members of the ministry actually went around the street of Ibadan and carried out the registration exercise as directed. Now, Prophet Obadare is going on. Where are you? Chedi were there when he said it. Have you gone for knowledge? Maharaj is waiting. He did not stop there. Hey, look, this is just the beginning. We are going to enjoy, because if I don't let you know this, you will say, oh, Maharaji, why didn't you tell me? And I said, I told you. Now, this is what the Zik of Africa had to say. When we went to his only heaven, yes, he said, Maharaji, thank you for honoring only heaven with your presence today at a time I have planned to travel out of the country for medical treatment, as I had done in the last 2 years, 1991 and 1992. I hope then that Maharaji will appreciate that as far as I'm concerned, I have followed your activities with interest, and it coincided with my own idea of life. And I said, when will I be able to meet Maharaji? I asked, but the presence of Maharaji today has given me a new lease of life and made me feel that I still belong to this planet. My continued association with such individuals will not only make me grow, but will make me have full confidence that no matter the disease, I will always conquer and be alive. When you spoke the same language. You interpreted the world. You interpreted the universe. You interpreted humanity. You interpreted our reactions one to another. And I said to myself, am I listening to myself, or am I listening to my other self? I want to thank you, Maharaji, for your presence. With all the noble words you said, the promises and interpretation of history which you gave, these are enough to inspire one, and the way our friends here reacted coincided with my own reaction. So I beg to be allowed to be one of your followers. Applause. This is the Owele of Onitsha at his only haven on Wednesday, March 31, 1993. Go and check out. So what else are you waiting for? Journalists. Hey, where are you? Look, I have to mention you, because if I don't mention you, I have here editor of Punch, Olushola Fabiyi. Where are you, Fabiyi? We have here editor here, yes, by name Festus Erie for the Nation. Where are you? And I will not stop by mention Brother Omaseye of Nation. Now we have Vanguard, Super Vanguard. The editor there is Mr. Wale Akinola. Where are you? Come out, oh! Come out, oh! Putin wants you to come out. Yeah, next is what? Sunday Telegraph. The editor is Geoffrey Akin. Ekena bia o Maharaji Osibia. Maharaji Osibia o. Osibia o. Now we go into, yes, which newspaper again? Yeah, I will start it again. This is the Guardian newspaper, right? The journalist here, the editor in charge is what's his name? I'm trying to get whether they are hiding his name. The Guardian, okay. Editor is Kabir Alabi Garba. Yes, that is Guardian. Then Tribune on Sunday, weekend, the editor there is Chief Edward Dixon. Yeah. Now Sunday Telegraph, this is it. You can see it. Then we have Geoffrey Ekena. Yes. Where are you? And then we have Sunday Vanguard, right? The editor here is Wale Akinola. Then we have the Tribune, the Nation newspapers. You can see today's, the editor is Festus Eriye. Where are you, Festus? And then of course, we have the Punch, Sunday Punch. The editor here is Olusora Fabi. No, gentlemen, I'm going to come with the day's editors. And of course, those who have been writing one thing or the other. I will remember our sister, yes, who have been in the forefront, yes, of this way of communicating, telling the world about the world. Don't forget, it is said in the scriptures, yes, that there are the lawmakers. They know the truth. It is not referring to people in the House of Assembly. No. Those of you, men of the pen, yes, that they know the truth and they are hiding the truth and they are not going to the truth and they are not telling people and they are blocking people from coming to you. Say, lo and behold. I won't add what was said there. You know, leadership has nothing to do with your religion, your gender, your belief or non-belief. It's knowing the truth and following the truth. So today, I am talking to you now. I'm asking you to take up your pen and start saving lives. Because whatever Lord, His Excellency, President Putin has said, has actually removed the big heavy load we are carrying in the name of Jesus. Oh, I'm dying. It's on the right hand side of God. No. Jesus was a compound name coined by King James and his queen, Queen Iris of Rome at that time. How did it happen? When Olorogo, a devotee of Maharaj Ji, went to the old Rome and he was telling them about the good news that today you don't need to cut the body if there's a bullet. You need to what? Go into the culture of love. There are words that will say that to bring the bullets out. That the tablets you are taking here and there can be gotten from the plants and the trees. Oh yeah, we need knowledge. So go and bring Maharaj. Right? When the Olobo left, Queen Iris called the husband. You know, this woman question, my husband, my king, you mean if people start bowing down to Maharaj Ji, are you not having two kings in the world? And with that knowledge, with due respect, the king became naive. He said, yeah. So what do we do? He said, what we do is that we will take your photograph and then we are now going to join the two names, JUS and Iris. We use JUS and US, and that is why Jesus was formed. They started placing the photograph in the center of Rome, here and there, but it is not stopped the sickness, illness going on up to the time of Maharaj Ji coming. Satguru Maharaj Ji's presence on it. That is it. The word God, Allah, and so on, was coined by the Oyinbos, not the Europeans, not the Americans, not Chinese, Oyinbos. Those few disgruntled aristocrats who felt like, look, arson, robberies, killings, disturbances, disasters will be our lot. They are the one who sat down AD 21 and AD 60 to replace the holy name Maharaj Ji from the scriptures. But we cannot do the same thing now. We are in the modern age. And that's why I'm asking you, Mr. whoever you are, sister, whoever you are, brother, whoever you are, to wake up. Maharaj Ji is knocking at your door. This is the time to stop all these deceits, all this hypocrisy. This is the time to come back home. This is the time to hold them responsible. Yes. Otherwise, hey, whatever is happening now is small. Yes. They say, Agomanda Otaoloni. We are begging you, we are begging you, we are begging you. We know that you are right, but you are not as right. You are no different from what? Sister, my dear darling, who went for what? Extra surgery for buttock enlargement. What happened? He died. They even said a first lady also went for plastic surgery and died too. Yes? What about you? There are names and names. Look, I'm going through the paper, say it's disheartening. Disheartening. Yes. You cannot sit down there and say you are not aware. You are not conscious of what is happening. No, you have to be. You have to be. You have to listen to me. You have to listen. You have to be there. You can't sit down there and just while away your time. No. Look, Maharaj Ji is calling on you. Maharaj Ji say you can do it. You can make it. Maharaj Ji say you are the best that ever happened to humanity. Please, please, please. No, you can't wait to ruin my too late. There's nothing any prophet can do for you. Anything you need, you can get it from our tradition and culture. Anybody who tells you the Yoruba culture is this, especially is a lie. Culture is culture. Tradition is tradition. Once you don't go against your fellow human being, the Bible says you don't have two gods. There are no two gods. What is the God? First God. What is the second God? What is the third God? What is the fourth God? Have you seen the stand of Europe on Gaza? Have you seen the killings in Sudan? The killings in Ethiopia? The killings in Rwanda? The killings in South Africa? What about Nigeria? And we are talking about we God. Leave those names there. They don't have any spiritual power there. All we need is what? Maharaj Ji. Yes, Satguru Maharaj Ji, you'll be free. You saw it. The person who killed the ex-Ondo state deputy governor's daughter. What do you think was doing? He went to church. In the church, they teach that you can sin and repent. When you die, you go to heaven. No! You can't go to any heaven. So be ready. The ball is in your court. As I end this program here with the blessings, supreme blessings of Maharaj Ji, for you to realize that wherever you are, wherever you may be, there's nothing you are looking for that you cannot get. The grace of Maharaj Ji is ready to take care of you. The grace of Maharaj Ji is there to help you out. Yes. So, be ready as I want to invite you to the 44th year appearance anniversary taking place in Maharaj Ji village from July 17 to July 28, 2024. During this program, we are going to give you 13 years credit if you follow Maharaj Ji's teachings. Yeah. What is Maharaj Ji's teachings? Be a lover. Go your own way. Yes. Don't break the laws. Some people follow the laws, they still kill them. Somebody I was even asking me, Maharaj Ji, we heard that one devotee is gone. Yes. He was given a car. He went to drive. That's why he died. Oh yes. There was one In the Bible, he went to meet the coordinator's wife. He became blind and he's gone. Yes. So what are you saying? Of course, when you are given power, it's not me who is going to power you again. I'm there to guide you, protect you. But where out of anger, out of attachment, out of desire, you forget what is it that you need that you cannot get. You have to be there. Yes, I'm here. Yes, and you are there. There's nothing. There's no difference. The difference is that you need to show your love. You need to appreciate it. You need to realize that there's no duplicate to life. There's no alternative to life. Yeah. When you are given life, you use it to the best of your capacity to do so. It is there you become a technologist, a scientist, an inventor, a businessman, big one. Don't listen to those who are criticizing. No. You cannot criticize the light. It is there. Mock not so that you don't lose this life. Yeah, you can mock him, a life giver. We are not talking about the philosophy from the whole Oriental, India, China, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Russia, Europe, China. No, those are gone. This is the time for the Creator to come in His original form. And I'm here now to help you out. Please, follow Maharaj Ji with all your body, mind and soul. And you'll be number one. You will win. You'll be on top. No power can shake you. So with this, I say blessings and blessings and blessings to everyone who is listening now. Have a wonderful time. As you enter this new month, goodness and mercy will guide and protect you. So congratulations. Yes, I've been asked to supply the phone numbers. Yes, they have increased. And I'm going to give you my ashrams, all the phone numbers, all over. The phone numbers are Lagos 080-2827-0907, Abuja 070-32168512, Ile-Ife 080-6642-6538, Jos 0816-2014-733. My Owerri is 080-6927-5233. Benin 080-3309-3976. Membe in the South 090-77099510. Yenagua, capital of Bayelsa, 080-6923-6665. Port Guru, 080-3959-4940. Calabar, 070-3014-5691. Enugu, 070-62-626-362. Akure 081-0073-9440. Asaba, capital of Delta State, 070-49862883. Ephraim in Delta State, Ephraim in Warri, 08035486171. Agbowa in Lagos State, 07032326149. Igara in Delta, 07066569465. Kaduna State, Kaduna Capital, 090-9354-3695. Onisha 08031302727. Eket, yes, 0810-739-1122. Elisha 0816-7389-562. Uweru in Delta 080-348-76403. There are about 10 other phones that I will confirm in my next talks with you. Yes, but for the meantime, my phone number is 080-3400-7045 plus 234-80-371-92667, and then another one plus 234-80-34014-951, and the email is sgmj47@yahoo.com. You can get me on the internet at Real Maharaj, in the Twitter, the Real Maharaj, and then yes, we have another one that goes sgmj47@outlook.com. Please feel free. You are safe. Drop all those concepts, all those books about the Creator, put them aside. When you read and read and read books about pounded yam, spaghetti, and shish kebab, amala and ewedu plus begiri, with goat meat, cow meat, fish meat, or what we call pangla, stockfish meat, is not enough. You need to be given the food, either vegetarian meal or any kind of meal. Please, today I am the food of life. Yes, I'm very proud. I'm confident. Yes, to tell you that I am the one that will teach you how to know yourself, how to be yourself, how to be in love. Just imagine how Michael Jackson left us. Yay! Bob Marley, it was 2 years ago the man revealed that he was sent by CIA to put something in his shoes. Whether true or false. But it's like, did he not hear how much is the flight from Miami to Nigeria? Jacko, wherever you are, please appear in the dreams of your followers. Tell them, I am talking here now. I'm the one here now. My dear brothers and sisters, whatever position of leadership you hold, for you to be sure of your journey back home, always register your card. I say, Maharaji, please take control and just be good. Definitely you'll come back home safe. Make arrangement for knowledge. If you know you cannot come, you can give me a condition. I can come overnight. Only for now. Yes, I can come overnight, wherever you are. I cannot drive a car to you or London, America. Neither will I fly. I want that statement, charity begins at home. I want the black people to be free. Some of them have been in trenches. Young men of 17, 18, they are now going to 40, carrying guns, because they didn't know that I'm here. See, the African nation, the African leaders, being pushed here and there. Whereas all we need is to turn our senses inward, for us to make use of what we have, to produce what we need. That's what I'm begging. Don't take me lightly. Don't take me just like another bishop or overseer. No. I am the Mahdi of this age. the Christ of this age. I am the Jesus come back. Prophet Muhammad come back. Buddha come back. Krishna come back. Charlemagne come back. Yes, to give you back your hope. Take care. The coming months will be wonderful. And I look forward to seeing you or meeting you so that we can sit together and make this life better. Yes, so that we can feel free and enjoy ourselves every minute of it. So take care and blessings to everyone. The grace is there. My blessings are with you. Yes, the grace is there.